Hi, Scribe, Sarah here, and welcome to the Right Podcast. I'm so glad you're here and spending this time with me. Because you are here, that tells me that you're a writer. Whether you're dreaming of becoming one or you've just started penning your first novel, or maybe you've already written and published a dozen books, you are a writer and you're in the right place. This show was made for you, my friend. I am so excited because I'm organising the Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival, which is happening in November 2025 here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast, just north of Brisbane. Book signings are really popular now, especially for indie authors who don't have the marketing power behind them to do big tours. Book signings are great because there are usually lots of authors and vendors of a similar genre who have their own tables. For example, Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival will have around 75 different tables. People can visit and buy books and get the authors to personally sign them. So, in preparation for SCFF, we joined up with Australian company Beventi, owned by a wonderful romance writer, Cadence Snow, and her techie husband, John. Beventi makes setting up pre orders for events quick and simple. And in today's episode, Cadence is going to run through how to set it up and promote your books before the event even happens. This episode was recorded live, and we had attendees join us and ask Cadence questions as well. If you can, I recommend you watch the video version on YouTube or the Serenade Publishing website as Cadence steps us through this process. There was so much good information on it. I really wanted to share it with you, my dear friend, because I know this will make all the difference the next time you sign up for a book signing. So let's jump in. I know I'm very new to Beventi, so I really wanted Cadence to help us figure out this pre-ordering system and make the most out of this event, which is just going to be fantastic. So I'll introduce Cadence Snow of Beventi. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And thank you for having me come speak to you guys tonight. I'm excited to share a bit about Beventi. So I'm just going to share my screen with a presentation that I've prepared. And then afterwards, I'm happy to answer any questions or workshop anything live if anyone wants to do that. So yeah, let's dive right in. Okay. So, as I said, my name is Cadence Snow. I'm the co-founder of Beventi and a best-selling author. I'm here to talk about what we all need to get right if we want to build sustainable, successful author careers, and that's events. Whether you're launching your first book or managing a growing backlist, the ability to connect meaningfully with readers, whether virtually or in person, isn't optional anymore. It's the difference between a casual reader and a lifelong fan. I've seen time and time again that when authors have the right tools, they don't just sell books, they build empires. So today I'm going to walk you through how Beventi is helping authors transform events into real business assets and how you can use it to do the same. Whether you're planning your first virtual launch or scaling up to multi-book tours, we're going to make it simple, strategic, and most importantly, yours. Let's dive in. Who am I? And why am I here instead of holed up in a coffee shop frantically editing my next manuscript? So I've always lived at the crossroads of storytelling and strategy. As a best-selling author, I know exactly what it feels like to pour your heart onto the page and then wonder how to get those pages into reader hands. It's a very steep learning curve becoming an author. That's why I co-founded Beventi with my husband, to make pre-orders easier, smarter, and more accessible for every author. Because here's the truth. I've been there. I've stayed up until midnight answering reader questions. I've had launches that fell flat, events where my only guest was my mum, and she didn't even stay the whole time, and moments of doubt so heavy that they felt immovable. But I've also had those beautiful connections with readers, the ones that remind you why you do this in the first place. Beventi was born from that mix of grit, heartbreak, and hope. It's built by authors for authors. We don't just want your books to exist, we want them to thrive. That's why I believe in this work, because I know what it's like to pour your heart into a book and then feel totally overwhelmed when it's time to put it into the world. We're not just selling stories, we're building communities. And the way we show up at events, in signings, and online, it matters. When we created Beventi, it was because we wanted something different. We wanted a platform built not just for marketing, but for meaningful connection. Tools designed with authors specifically in mind. Not one size fits all templates, but customizable creative support that works whether you're launching your debut or your 10th book. This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about giving you back time, control, and creativity. So your events don't just sell books, they build relationships. That's why I'm here. Let's talk about what's really going on behind the scenes of our events. Pre-order confusion is real. Your form is somewhere, maybe buried in a Facebook group post from last month, or it's in your bio link, or your stories, or someone's inbox. Readers want to support you, but they can't find your form. They can't pre-order your book. It's as simple as that. There's no central hub for readers to track what they ordered, what they paid for, or which signing they're picking it up from. It's fragmented. One reader buys for 4 events and messages you at 10 p.m. like, did I already order this one? And then you're scrolling spreadsheets and cross-checking PayPal receipts, wondering if it's too late to switch careers. And the inventory panic, that hits hard. You either bring way too much and haul heavy boxes home. I have done that so many times myself that it's a little embarrassing, or you don't bring enough and you run out before noon. Both leave you stressed and second guessing everything. No reminder system means lost sales. Readers meant to order and then forgot. Without automated emails or deadline nudges, your form gets lost in the chaos of their inbox and the opportunity disappears with it. You're managing everything, the emails, the DMs, the spreadsheets, the shipping. You're a full-blown logistics department with no time off and no help desk. And after the event, you're still in it. No streamlined way to fulfill follow-up or turn that pre-order into an ongoing relationship. It's duct tape and crossed fingers. We all love the magic of meeting readers, but the truth is, events are exhausting when the systems don't support you. That's why Beventi was built, to fix this. Reader expectations have changed. They've evolved, and Beventi meets them beautifully. Today's readers aren't just looking for a signed book, they're looking for an experience. They want to pre-order, they want pre-order links that are easy to find and even easier to use. No more scrolling through old Instagram posts or buried Facebook threads. With Beventi, every event has its own dedicated page. It's clean, mobile friendly, and branded to look like you. It's shareable, searchable, and it's built to convert. They also want transparency. Readers want to know, what did I order? When is it shipping? Where do I pick it up? Beventi gives them their own reader dashboard where they can track their order status like they would with any top-tier e-commerce brand. And let's talk about what readers really love. Bundles, exclusives, and upgrades. They're not just shopping, they're collecting. Beventi makes it simple to tie those premium items directly to specific events. So when readers see Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival exclusive swag pack or something similar, they know that it's limited, it's special, and they need it. It's not just good UX, it's smart marketing. Urgency and scarcity sell. And here's a major game changer: automated email updates. Readers get notified when the form opens, when it closes, and at key moments in between. So they're getting those reminders that they wouldn't have gotten with the previous systems. You're not chasing them with reminders or answering the same DM 10 times. Beventi does it all for you, automatically and flawlessly. The bottom line is your readers want the experience to feel polished, intentional, and exciting from the moment they click pre-order to the moment they're holding that signed book in their hands. Beventi doesn't just meet those expectations, it exceeds them. And it helps you show up like the professional author that you already are. Now that we've looked at the chaos, we need to talk about the solution. Beventi is not just another tool, it's your command center for author events. Whether you're hosting a virtual launch, prepping for a massive con, or organizing a local signing, Beventi brings everything together in one place. Beventi is an all-in-one platform for creating, marketing, and managing unforgettable author events, both online and in person. Streamlined pre-order forms. We start with streamlined forms, not 10 links in your bio, not a Google form lost in someone's notifications, a clean, customizable link that your readers can actually find and use. Centralized inventory and product setup. With Beventi, you set up your products once and use them across every event, whether it's signed copies, book boxes, character art, exclusive swag, whatever you're offering, it's all in one place, easily accessible. You don't need to rebuild your store from scratch every single signing. Personalized communication and reader reminders. We handle your reader communication. There's no more manually sending reminders or crossing your fingers that didn't forget to finish checking out or forget to pay that invoice. Beventi sends those nudges for you automatically. It's personal, polished, and professional without you lifting a finger. Real-time sales and fulfillment tracking. There's no spreadsheets, no sticky notes, no midnight meltdowns. You can log in and see exactly what's been sold, who bought it, and what needs to be packed and ordered. So instead of panic packing 2 nights before a con, you're organized, confident, and ready. That's what makes Beventi different. It's not just about helping you sell books, it's about giving you time back, making your process smoother, and helping you build real lasting connections with your readers. Let's take a look at how it actually works. So this is what your author dashboard looks like on Beventi. Let's have a look at how easy it is to use. So whether you're prepping for a signing table, a pre-order campaign, or a full virtual reader experience, this is your one-stop shop platform built with authors in mind. There's no tech degree required, no duct tape necessary. We built it to be super user-friendly and exactly what authors want. Your author dashboard. Once you log in, this is your command center. Everything lives here. Your events, your inventory, your reader orders, and your messages. It's clean and it's intuitive. And most importantly, it's designed specifically for how authors actually work. So adding a product. Let's say you're prepping for your first event. First, you'll want to add your products to your catalog. You can even import existing listings directly from Amazon, which is a huge time saver, especially for those of us with massive backlists. You click on products on the left menu, then hit add product. You choose your product type, like a paperback, a hardcover, or a swag item. Fill out the details, the title, blurb, and genre, up to 5 tropes to help readers find what they love. The format, paperback or hardback, and any special features. For example, it might say something like 5x8 gold foil title signed with an exclusive art print. You can also tag alternate versions like Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival exclusive to help differentiate. You add inventory numbers if you have limits. You can upload your shipping info and include close-up images of details like sprayed edges or foil. Click save, and now your product is live in your store, ready to bundle, sell, or link to events. Creating bundles. Let's talk about bundles specifically because this is where strategy meets reader psychology. A bundle is a curated product listing that combines multiple items like books, swag, or special editions into one easy to buy package. Think of it as your own exclusive book box without the middleman. Readers love bundles because they feel like they're getting a deal, a collectible, or a behind the scenes pass to your world. And you, as the author, you get a higher cart value, fewer one-off transactions, and the chance to showcase your brand in a bigger way. So let's build one. To do that, you click on bundles in the menu and tap create bundle. Give it a name your readers will instantly recognize, like Devilman Dynasty hardback set, for example, which is the name of a series and tells you what's in the bundle simply by looking at the title. Or spring signing swag pack, where you might collect a bunch of swag that you're offering exclusively at events or something like that. You then start adding products you've already listed, your books, alternate covers, swag items, pins, art, cards, that kind of thing. You'll see a live preview as you go, so there's no guessing what's included. Set a price, write a quick description, think something like includes 3 signed books plus con exclusive bookmark, and then you assign the inventory. If you want it tied to a specific event like Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival or a Polycon, you can just tag that. Then click save and your bundle is shoppable. You can link it to an event, share it directly, or include it in your pre-order form. Pro tip, bundles sell especially well when they're limited, exclusive, or time sensitive. Phrases like only available for this signing or limited quantities available can boost urgency and drive faster sales. So once you've done all your inventory creating and arranging, it's time to build a pre-order form for your event. You go to Event Order Forms and click on Create Order Form. You search for your event by name or location, or you create a new one if it's not already listed. You then customize the form. You add reader instructions, set the form's closing date, and choose your currency. You then go to the Products tab and select which items you want to offer for this particular event. You may not want to offer your entire backlist, or you may only want to offer just the special editions if it's an international signing and that's easier for you. You don't have to offer your entire catalogue for every single event. You can control the pricing, the stock limits per customer, and the inventory tracking for each individual pre-order form. You can also enable deposits if you would like readers to reserve now and pay in parts. Once you're happy, you click publish, and just like that, your pre-order form is live. And the best part is that Beventi notifies all your followers for you. Step 6 is track and engage. So here's where Beventi really shines. Even after the event is over, your dashboard keeps working for you. There's no more guessing what happened. Oh, sorry, this is the setting the details of the pre-order form. I did neglect to skip to the next slide there. Apologies. So this is after the event is your pre-order form has closed. So your dashboard keeps working for you. There's no more guessing what happened or digging through emails or spreadsheets and adding up what inventory you need and going through who ordered which version. With one glance, you can see the total sales and order volume, what's been paid, shipped, or still pending, exactly how many paperbacks, hardbacks, or merch items were sold of each item that you had available. And it goes deeper. You can filter by product. You can view open carts and see how many readers visited your form, even the ones who didn't complete checkout. Want to know what your readers loved most? What sold out fastest? Who keeps coming back? Beventi gives you all of that insight in real time so you can plan smarter, restock with confidence, and better understand your most loyal fans. Because every click, every order, and every interaction is not just data, it's opportunity. And now it's all right at your fingertips. Because events aren't just about selling books, they're about building connection, and Beventi is here to make that part easier so you can focus on showing up for your readers.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival, one of the most exciting new events on the Australian literary calendar, and I'm thrilled to say I'm hosting it. Join myself and over 80 other authors and vendors for a 3-day festival of creative inspiration, community, and conversations at Venue 114 in Bocarina, just minutes from the beach and surrounded by the vibrant writing culture of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Whether you're a brand new writer dreaming up your first novel or an established author wanting to connect and learn and celebrate this wild creative life, we've got something for you. And bring all your bookish and reader friends too. The weekend is devoted to bookish fun and your chance to meet and chat with authors of all fiction genres, including romance, science fiction, fantasy, crime, and children's. There'll be workshops, panel discussions, author Q&As, and plenty of time to mingle and network and get inspired. You'll hear from some of the biggest names in fiction, including Steffanie Holmes, who's a USA Today best-selling author of dark, delicious fantasy. A.K. Mulford, a Sunshine Coast local who writes fantasy novels, rom-coms, and she's a BookTok star with a heart for magical stories. Rachael Johns is one of Australia's favourite authors of women's fiction and rural romance. Cadence Snow, she's a beloved in the indie romance scene for her gripping and emotional stories. And T.L. Swan, queen of spicy international bestsellers with legions of devoted fans. And Candice Fox, award-winning crime writer and screenwriter whose thrillers you cannot put down. And of course, I'll be there too. Not just as your host, but with my own table at the signing, ready to chat, sign books, and cheer you on wherever you are in your writing journey. This is your chance to meet some of your favourite authors, connect with other passionate readers and writers, and soak up an atmosphere of creative energy that will stay with you long after the day ends. Tickets are already selling fast, and this is a 3-day event, so if you're thinking about coming, don't wait. The Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival is proudly sponsored by Serenade Publishing, the Queensland Writers Centre, the Sunshine Coast Libraries, and Beventi. Head to sunshinecoastfictionfestival.com.au to check out the full program and book your ticket now. I can't wait to see you there.
The proof is in the pages. So this is a little case study that will allow us to talk about what happens when authors stop duct taping pre-order systems together and start using Beventi. This is a real author who may remain nameless. This is a mid-list romance author who has been on the con circuit for years. So she knew the drill. And before Beventi, here's what that drill looked like. It was a Google form to collect pre-orders and PayPal to send invoices to each individual person. A 20% pre-order drop-off rate. Readers would click start to order and then vanish or just not pay their invoices and not respond to follow-ups. Inventory, total guesswork. She'd overspend, overpack, and hope for the best. And pickup day tended to be chaos. She'd barely make eye contact, let alone make a connection, because she was so busy trying to manage all the pre-orders. But after switching to Beventi, everything changed. So she created a branded, streamlined pre-order form. Only took about 15 minutes. She collected personalization details, deposits, and pickup info all in one place. She sold out of 90% of her inventory before the event even started. And the best part is she actually got to talk to her readers. With logistics handled, she wasn't buried in sticky notes or hunting for names. She was present, engaged, and building loyalty that lasts, really making the most of that in-person event. This changed the way I do event launches. I finally felt like a professional, and my readers noticed the difference. That's a quote from Sarah, a romance author. And readers are also raving. I have to say that when I personally do a signing event, my husband and co-founder John is often coming with me to assist, and we, without fail, have readers, not just authors, but readers coming up to us and saying how much they love using the platform and how easy it is to track what they've pre-ordered. And I can't tell you how many times a reader has said to me, I sometimes forget that I may have pre-ordered from a particular author, and I miss out on my books because I forget to collect them. But Beventi actually reminds them in the lead up to the event, these are all the authors that you need to pick up from. And so readers really love that feature because they don't essentially throw money away by forgetting to pick up their pre-orders. And I'd like to just give you a little bit of an overview of the numbers behind Beventi. We have sold more than 185,000 books through the system since we've launched. We have more than 80,000 monthly readers visiting the website, and more than 1,000 events are currently listed and counting on Beventi. That's not a startup, that's a movement. And this is in under 2 years of launch. So let's discuss pricing. What does it actually cost to use Beventi? In my opinion, this is the best part. There are no setup fees. There are no upfront fees whatsoever. No monthly charges, no surprise invoices. You only pay when you make a sale. So everything I've discussed so far, creating an account, creating a form, publishing that form, all of that is free. The Beventi platform runs on a simple 2.99% transaction fee plus standard payment provider fees, just like you'd expect from Stripe, PayPal, or Shopify. And for that, here's what's included. No extra upgrades, no gated features. This is included in every author account that's created. A full direct sales platform, event pre-order management, virtual signing tools, unlimited products and order forms, streamlined inventory tracking, multiple payment options for your readers, including Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Amazon Pay, and of course, PayPal, customizable storefronts, and premium level support whenever you need it. You get the tools, the tech, and the team without the subscription pressure. It's built to scale with you, whether you're launching your first book or prepping for your 20th signing. The bottom line is, no matter how you publish, the reality is this. The authors who connect directly with their readers, the ones who own that relationship, are the ones who thrive. Beventi helps you do that and do it effortlessly. You've already written the story. Let's make sure your events and your reader experience are just as powerful as the words on the page. That brings us to the end of the presentation and my overview of Beventi and how it works. I would love to answer any questions you have. And like I said at the start, if anyone wants to workshop something and get some help like live in the moment, I'm more than happy to do that too. So I'm going to throw it over to you guys and let Sarah kind of moderate this part. I'll just stop sharing my screen so you can see me properly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, Cadence. That was really great. This is definitely the easiest way I've seen. I've done the Google Sheets before, and that was a nightmare, let me tell you.
Yeah,
I've done that too.
that's how I did it for years. And yeah, it just got to a point where I was like, I cannot send another PayPal invoice, John, please.
It seems much simpler.
So if this is the homepage, And if you go here and search, Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival comes up right away. And you can see here, this is kind of the homepage. So everyone who creates a pre-order form for Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival, all the forms are listed here in one place together so that attending readers can browse. But the other feature that's really fantastic is the store. So this actually collects all the different items that different authors are selling so that readers can, without having to look at items available in silos in terms of only what Cadence Snow has available or only what Steffanie Holmes has available, they're able to look at all the available items in one place.
That's brilliant, because
And
if they see something they like on
yes, and
rather than the
my
author.
favorite thing is they can filter by special. If someone just wants paperbacks, they can filter by paperback and it shows them all the paperbacks available. Another really powerful thing about having your pre-order form on here is that if anyone shares their pre-order form and does marketing for it, so if I share to my own audience, say in a newsletter, I'm going to be at Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival, here's my pre-order form, it will take them to my pre-order form, but it will also allow them to then click on over to this main landing page for the entire Sunshine Coast Fiction Festival and then look at the other offerings from other authors. So the sales and the marketing doesn't happen in silos. We're able to cross-promote essentially by default by having our pre-order forms on the website.
Thanks so much for taking the time to watch or listen to today's episode. I trust it was helpful for you. If you are coming to SCFF, whether as an author or reader, please come and say hi. Until next time, bye for now.